close the gap to 4.
Thank you, the 12th frame.
So Mark Selby breaks off. 5 frames behind. But still shown those fighting qualities, John, that we've always known from Mark Selby. It was an excellent break in that last frame. Yeah, but he's going to have to do it, isn't he, over and over again.
Yeah, but he's a tough competitor, as you say. He won't be giving in, but is it too little, too late? Just a little bit pacey. I always feel that if you get it tight to the baulk cushion, you limit your opponent's options. But Ronnie caught that a little bit too thick. Is the yellow going to come to his rescue? Not quite. There's a chance of a pot here for Mark Selby. Now, he's got to start knocking these in. Got to take these half chances. Now, it's just not consistent enough for those type of long pots in this match.
Yeah, it's what's cost him today. Just hasn't been on it from the beginning, particularly in that opening frame. He missed about 3 or 4 in a row by quite some margin and almost set the precedent for the match.
1.
Well, Ronnie had a look at this. He thought if he dropped the black in, he could get to the red that's closest to the left corner. Looks tight. But no problem.
9.
Couldn't be sure of being on the blue. That's why he's played for the baulk colour.
Straight on this red, but he can screw up for the blue.
12.
He has a couple of reds to go at here. I mean, may go into the pack, but there are a couple of loose reds.
Yeah, and I think the reason he turned it down, if the black had been available into both corner pockets, then I think there was value in cannoning into the cluster.
17.
But he just wanted to get this red out of the way and get the black available into both corners.
$18.
A little bit more angle on this black would have been better. And that's why he's played for the loose red, but he'd be going up for the blue now, you would have thought. Nice angle on the blue
25.
to try and open the cluster. He's overscrewed
26.
it slightly. He's thinner on the blue than he would have liked. So this is second option. Off 2 cushions into the cluster. Good line. Terrific shot. Has he been unlucky?
30.
I think he may have been. That red doesn't pass the pink to the right middle. What else he's left? And that's the thing when you go into them. If it had gone into him off the blue, he could have hit them with a lot more pace. But because this cue ball had so far to travel, by the time it was reaching the reds, it was running out of steam.
Yeah, I'd like to put the cue ball up on the ball cushion, but on the right-hand side of the table as we look, because the path is much more difficult for his opponent to get back to safety from that side of the table. So anywhere behind the green. Doesn't matter if he doesn't get behind the green,
Sullivan, 30.
because he wants to block the reds that on the left-hand side of the pink, and that's exactly what he's done. That's Hawkeye's view. You've got to be careful here. This is a bit tricky.
Yeah, I think there is a path back to balk, but it's risky. Good line. A little bit pacey, but I think he'll settle for that. Okay, there may be a pot on. There's 2 reds just below the pink, but they're not really a shot for nothing. Well, he's taking it on the bottom one. As I say, there was always a chance he was going to run into something else, and I think that's what he was more aware of than really going all out for the pot.
Just a little grimace from Ronnie as he went back to his chair. He may have left the same type of shot for Mark Selby. Not quite sure whether the red directly below the pink, Mark Selby can see that. Well, he can't see it, but not taking it on.
Yeah, just playing the cross double safety. Looks like a decent length with the cue ball. Well played.
Pretty close, and looks like he's covered it. Now, there's a long pot, but his long pot today particularly has been very, very poor, and that's why he's refused it. But this is a possible 3-ball plant here. Well played, excellent shot. And he gets a nice kiss on this green. Why? Well, he's missed the kiss on the green, but it's on him to the centre pocket.
Yeah, well spotted. It just didn't look on to me, that, but it just went in off the right jaw as we looked. This is a decent chance. He came to the table 30 points behind.
4.
Okay, the black's tied up and the red next to it is tied up, but he can win this frame without that red and black. Just have to concentrate on blue and pink.
5.
And as we all know, the only problem with playing for the blue, you've got to keep finding the right side of it, and he's just gone a little bit too far.
Nine.
Well, that was a wonderful positional shot from the brown.
Ten.
See the brown again. Excellent. Good judge of pace. Well, he's 14 points behind. Mark Selby will be checking the scores. He'll be doing the maths in his mind. He knows 2 reds, 2 pinks are all square. Another 4 reds and pinks will only put him 28 behind, 28 in front. So he possibly he will need that red next to the black. But the 4 reds are just to the right of the pink. The top one does pot into this bottom left-hand corner pocket. And that's the one he's played for.
22.
And of course, once he puts this, it will release another one into the opposite corner pocket. Well, he's going to go the other way. But it's still the same form after this.
23.
And that red, as you mentioned, John, the one beside the black, that is, you would have to say, Ronnie's only saving grace at the moment. Well, I say that, John, but again,
23.
well, you can't believe it.
One.
I think he was concentrating so much on position there that, just like Ronnie O'Sullivan a couple of frames ago on the brown, just took his eye off the pot.
Quick glance at the scoreboard. Ronnie knows that he needs that red that's tied up near the top cushion. So it's not a straightforward run to the line, and he's only just about got the angle on this blue. Cued it lovely. He doesn't want it to bounce off that cushion too much. Now, beautiful shot.
12.
And a quick glance at the scoreboard. But with these 2 reds, 2 blues, would only put him 31 points in front. There'd still be 35 remaining. And this time, wrong side of the blue. So it's not going to get any easier. Now, he'll be looking to pot this red, get a nice angle on the colour to try and bring the last red into play.
$19.
Well, if he's straight on the blue, he won't be doing it off the blue. I don't think he'll be doing it.
Well, I'm just wondering, I know Ronnie's looking, if he can get the cue ball somewhere on this top cushion, John, just behind the black spot from the blue. He's going to be playing the blue left-handed, and I'm not quite sure where he can screw down. Obviously not, because that's where he wants to position the cue ball. But he doesn't want to bring this black and pink into play. He's got a 31-point lead.
24.
You've got to leave them as safe as possible.
Ronnie O'Sullivan, 24.
So he goes back to his seat. 31 points the lead, 35 remaining. But as you say, Ken, that pink and black tied up, even if Mark Selby gets a chance, highly unlikely, the way they are at the moment, that he could win the frame in one visit. But he's still in the frame. And if he got a chance at this last red, the blue would be okay. He could win with, well, red-blue, red-brown, but he's misjudged that, and Ronnie's looking at the thin cut. If he pots it, it's frame over. No doubt. Where's the cue ball going?
1.
Now 32 points the lead, 27 remaining. 2 snookers required.
Ronnie O'Sullivan, 1.
Yeah, clever little shot that was, wasn't it? Just made it as awkward as possible here for Mark Selby.
You always seem to get it when you don't need it. And that surely has finished this frame off for Mark Selby. There's a mid-session interval coming up. And it was a big
Ronnie
frame, he
O'Sullivan,
felt,
2.
for Mark Selby. The longer he could keep Ronnie O'Sullivan within 2 of the 10 frames required, then you could always hold out a bit of hope. But now Ronnie just 1 frame away from victory. It's going to be very difficult. Well, the brown doesn't go in there, but that'll be enough for Mark Selby. He concedes. Both players now go in the dressing room, but at least Mark Selby got us to the mid-session interval. But Ronnie O'Sullivan now just 1 frame away from claiming the Alphabet Masters title.